Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It is Friday, October 11th. This is our weekly recap. Goes out to all my subscribers as well as everybody on my newsletter and on my follows me on YouTube. What a week it's been. First off, smartoptiontrading.com. You want to learn more about me, please come on over. Sign up for the free newsletter, but you want to learn more about me, click on Real-Time Option Flow and my service. $25 for the first month. Private Twitter feed, all my trades, news, all the option flow, obviously. We go every morning a morning setup video. Every night we do a daily recap video going over the action, what looks good moving forward. And I'm live for about 3 to 3.5 hours a day working with you guys. So love to have you all on board. Give me a try for 25 a month, 100 miles a month thereafter. So the week that was, what a difficult week. And let's just open this up to the SPY here. And, for what it's worth, this is probably one of the most difficult weeks we've seen in the markets. And I don't really recall having seen a week like this since I started trading shortly after the financial crisis started getting interest in the markets. And that's because we just basically ran from headline to headline. It was a headline-driven market all week, and you get a pop on one headline, that was it. Then you get a push down on the next one. And, with the Jewish holiday this week, it was a very quiet early part of the week. But bottom line is, when you look at this chart on the SPY, you have a clear break of this downtrend. You have a big gap up that we've held here today with an hour to go. We're still waiting on Trump right now to give official announcement on what's happening on. But, trapped a lot of shorts in this market the last couple of days, and they just, screened here higher today. And, right now we're at that break point. Above here, all-time highs are not far away as we go into earnings season next week. We really have a lot going on. The banks will report next week. We get some energy names. We get names like Netflix, IBM. So a lot of big names reporting next week. Bottom line is what's going on here is we're expecting that we have some type of trade deal. What kind of trade deal? To me, it sounds like a kick the can deal. We are going to give some concessions on tariffs. And while we're giving concessions on tariffs, China's going to buy more of our agricultural products, maybe more energy products, the oil as well. And they're going to continue to keep talking. So it sounds like, maybe some other minor stuff, but pretty much not much going on here with that, and that's fine. We'll see how the market reacts. I don't know if this is enough, but this will take the focus off trade for the next week and put it back on the earnings, and that's what it's all going to be about. And that makes our life easier, right? When we're not living headline to headline. So for me this week, I had a green week. I made money this week. For the most part, had most of my trades were winners, had very few losers, and the losers I kept very small. And the reason is because I kept things very tight and small, didn't trade heavily or over trade, and just kept everything tight. And that's sometimes what you have to do when the market gets like this. So I made money on Nvidia and Roku, Coop. Should have held those JD puts, but decided I wasn't sure how they were taking place. OSTK, Roku again, Gilead, Roku, Square. Mostly I left a lot of money on the table this week. Don't mind saying that. I decided I wasn't going to let things get away from me. I was happy getting stopped out for wins and not for losses, and that's how I played it. As we move forward from today, a couple things have caught my eye. So first of all, we talked about a lot of these this morning. We talked about sticking with the stronger names, our strategy this week. Apple, new all-time high, breaking out. Beautiful move here. May need a day of rest, but maybe some follow-through on Monday. Don't forget Monday's Columbus Day. Bond markets closed as well. It's typically a very quiet day in the markets. The retailers we talked about all week long. Costco, just off an all-time high. Walmart put an all-time high in today. Target also put an all-time high in today. So did Home Depot. So these big box retailers continue to do very, very well here. Win, we saw flow on this one a couple times this week. Nice move here today. They bought yesterday in mass the December 115 calls, right? That was something that was really good. MGM, we saw buying in the November 1st calls as well, right? So we saw lots of buying in this. Under Armour saw buying in it throughout the week. This one had a nice move up. Another one that worked out really well, but those are all expiring here today. When I look at this chart, another one that came in was Smile Direct. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I did not like this flow yesterday because they were buying it all the way down. It didn't react. But look at this little squeeze today. Notification on there, you could have gotten into the November 10 calls that they bought all day yesterday. From today's perspective, the things that stood out to me was a big, big buyer on the QQQs. Somebody came in and bought the November 197 calls huge. That is basically saying it's going to run to a new all-time high, expecting good earnings. Wendy's had Analyst Day, so I wouldn't expect too much more from this name after that move. But this BHC, they hit the October 2050 calls and the 21 calls, and they kept hitting them all day. Nice move here. This one looks like it may want to get going. And then we saw JD big buying in the December 32 calls. One other surprise to me today was Facebook. After a beautiful move today, move up here, they hit the November 22nd 170 puts hard all day long. That's an earnings play. So, this is going to be interesting here as we run forward next week. Next week, I expect the focus to change from China to earnings, and we'll see how the market reacts when President Trump finally gives this announcement. It's already 3:10. We've been waiting for this for 50 minutes, for 20-something minutes now. So, everybody have a great weekend. Thanks for being with me. If you're not, give me a try, and I'll catch you guys all on Monday.